We're gonna drizzle some of this mayo over the salmon, but you still want to see, you know, the sesame seeds. Okay, then we're just gonna do a little bit of parsley or cilantro. Okay, all this mess, there you guys go. This is salmon sesame seed crusted rice bowl. I think it'll be really good, but let's give it a try. Hey, hi everyone. Well, I'm Amy and we're in my little kitchen. So thank you for kind of watching and kind of seeing what I'm gonna make in the kitchen today. Boy, it's kind of cold today. I'm not sure why. But anyway, what has been going on? I don't know, not much. May's a big month. I mean, I've got a lot of birthdays, and then there's Mother's Day, and just the summer's coming up. But anyway, so yeah, not much is going on, except the fact that Daisy May is not working me out good enough. She's not telling me she needs to go for a walk often enough. I think I got to shed a few more pounds here, kind of put some pounds back on, and no good. But anyway, it'll happen. You know, I'm not going to worry about it too much, but it'll happen. So today we are going to make like a sesame seed salmon. I'm not sure if I want to call it spicy, but there is some elements of spice to it. But we're going to make like a sesame seed salmon with a sesame seed coating over rice in a salad. So it's basically a bowl. However, this is the salmon that I had in my fridge. I would have liked more of the fillets. You know, not the fillets, because this is a fillet. But I mean, I guess I could have cut these in strips. But maybe I'll do that as a whole. I'm going to do this as a whole piece. And then, because the skin, there's no skin on the back of this, which I thought was kind of strange. I mean, I bought this at one of those big stores. And so, yeah, I thought that was kind of strange. And so anyway, so we're going to coat this. I did go ahead and salt my salmon a little bit because I wanted, you know, at least some flavoring within the salmon before I coated it with like an egg white, because the egg white will help adhere the sesame seeds and keep them on there instead of having them all fall off and everything. So that is what we're going to do. In fact, I forgot to turn on my oven. I turned it on about 425, 450. I'm going to do 450 on mine because sometimes, I don't know, it doesn't heat up well or something like that. So I got a lot of stuff going on here. I'm going to put this thing somewhere else. We're going to put our egg whites in here. So we've got a fillet of salmon. You can buy the fillet of salmon in the strips. This just happened to be like this because I went to the big stores and it comes in a big piece and stuff like that. Then we're going to brush it with egg white, and then we're going to put a mixture of white and black sesame seed. I feel like a little sushi or something. I don't know. We'll see how it turns out. And then, excuse me, then I'm going to make a little bit of like a salad. My rice is cooking over here. And then we're going to have a little bit of carrots, a little bit of Brussels sprout shavings in with a little bit of fennel, a little bit of cabbage. We'll stick some parsley in there. And then we're going to make this really, I don't know, maybe the sauce will be the thing that's spicy. A little bit of sauce to drizzle over the salmon when it's all done, and also the salad. And then we'll do like a mayo lime juice with a little sriracha and just drizzle that over the salmon. Because I think without the skin, I can cut this in little strips. I hope. So let's see. I guess it doesn't hurt but to try. Let me see this. We'll get going on the salad after I get this salmon going. This is the container And I'm gonna put the egg yolk in. Okay, let's see if I can do this. We're just gonna get the egg white. There we go. I thought these were kind of, these eggs were a little bit on the smaller side. So I'm gonna do 2 eggs, but it really depends on how much salmon you have. So you may only need 1 egg, but I'm gonna use 2 here because this egg, I don't know, it's a little bit on the small eggs. These were chicken eggs. So these were chicken eggs from the farm. I kind of get them from Jacob and Izzy, so I'm kind of excited about that. Okay, here we go. I guess I'll do that there. Okay, where did I don't know why I keep forgetting to get my garbage bowl out. So we're just gonna whip this up a little bit. I'm hoping it'll be easier to spread. Oh, I think Daisy May wants to play. She's got a little toy in her mouth, kind of walking around here. I'm just gonna do just a dab of water in here. Just to make it a little more palatable. Because we're gonna try our best to really press down the sesame seeds. And I'm just gonna kind of brush this on. You just want it well coated. Now if I had it cut in strips, look at that, I don't even think 2 eggs are gonna be enough, maybe. If I had these cut in, you know, strips of fillets or whatever, I would have done the whole piece. Rolled the whole piece. In the sesame seeds. Sorry, sometimes I get so focused and I pay attention I forget to talk. Isn't that funny? Oh, the other day I went to the home store, like, you know, to buy a few plants and everything. So Chris was looking at some lumber and stuff, and so I looked at the plants. I need to replace some of my herbs, and I just bought a few flowers to do 1 or 2 pots, you know, for the front of the house. And oh, we wake up today and our roof has like a little freezing rain snow on it. I'm like, don't tell me that I spent all that money on, plants are expensive, all that money on, you know, a few herb plants and flowers, and I got a big bag of soil. And I thought, really? Did it get that cold that my plants are going to die because they froze? So I think they're hanging in there. So I'm just gonna sprinkle this on right now, but I will press this down. So once the weather gets a little, which I think is gonna happen in a few days here. Oh, I did about 1/2 cup, but again, use as much sesame seeds as you need depending on the salmon that you have. We're gonna cover this. I'm gonna cover this a lot. Well, I want to cover every bit of the salmon that I had. I'm just gonna press it down. Of course, some of it'll stick to my hands. I really tried to soak this salmon up because we want that nice crunch. Oh, the one thing about eating black sesame seeds, hopefully your partner or your good friend will tell you if you have any black sesame seeds stuck in your teeth. So be careful of that because that will happen. I'm sure to count on it. Okay, so I have that oven preheated and this is gonna cook for about, This is thin. It's not as thick as I had anticipated. So I'm going to check it around 12, 13, 14 minutes. It could go anywhere from like 15 to 18 minutes. It all depends. You don't want it dried out. So just enough for it to be cooked without it being raw in the center. I'm going to go ahead and wash my hands here. I tell you, so many people think I don't wash my hands, but I do. Just because you don't see me doesn't mean I don't do it. I just don't. I choose not to record it because I figure, I don't know, that's boring. This definitely took 1/2 of a cup or a little bit more. So we're gonna cook this. I'm gonna put this in the oven. Like I said, for about 12, 15, 16, 18 minutes. Just check on it, see what's happening. And then I'm going to work on the salad because the rice is already cooking. I'm going to put a lid on this. Yeah, a few black sesame seeds came in here. Hopefully Chris, when he looks at this, doesn't say, "Oh, Amy, the yolks are bad." I'm like, no, they're not. They're just black sesame seeds that kind of got in there. Okay, so let's get this going. I would recommend, like I didn't do, check your oven to make sure the racks are appropriately placed. I think that's a good one. You know, I'm going to take this out. I put the oven, I thought I put the oven on, gosh, at least 15 minutes ago. I tell you, I'm hoping I can afford to get some new ovens that kind of like work a little more accurately. And I don't think that the door is slightly ajar and the heat's escaping or something. I don't know, but I just don't understand why the oven is taking so long to heat up. So I'll wait a few minutes to put that on. So in the meantime, let's get going and make some salad. Okay, while I'm waiting for the oven to heat up, I'm just gonna go ahead and what was gonna be in here? Huh. Can't remember what's gonna be in here. Oh dear. Just gonna go ahead and cut up some of this stuff for my salad. I'll go ahead and kind of mince up the ginger because we're gonna have a little ginger in this sauce. I don't know, maybe that's why I need my glasses. Make sure I get some of these measurements right. But again, I wanna tell you, it really depends on how many people you're feeding. Salads and dressings and the amount that you need just really vary. I mean, there's only Chris and I, but I know with that salmon, we're gonna have some leftovers, which is great. Oh, my oven's ready. So that tells me, you know, it's okay to make a little more dressing. Because that way, you know, it will work for some of the leftovers. Okay, there we go. Make sure I just kind of really chop this up. So, I don't know, I'm looking for like half a tablespoon maybe. Maybe a little less of ginger. Because ginger, don't forget, ginger, especially if it's really fresh. This has been sitting around for a little bit. That doesn't mean the flavors lessen, but, you know, I have found that it's just not as strong when it's been in the refrigerator for a little bit. Okay. We'll see how I And then I have about a couple of tablespoons of honey in there, because then we're going to add a little bit of rice vinegar, just a little bit of lime juice. We got soy sauce. We have sesame oil. We have, let me see. Yeah, a little bit of olive oil. And I will put in a little bit of salt and pepper. But you got to be careful because you are putting soy sauce in with the dressing, and that definitely has. And I just get soy sauce usually. If you want a more of a mellower soy sauce, what is it called? It starts with a T. Tamari, I think. You know, feel free to add that. I think it's more mild, or it's gluten-free or something. I can never remember. Maybe that's why I don't get it. Not because it's gluten-free. It's really out of habit that I get soy sauce. Okay. Definitely more than a tablespoon, so I don't know. I may only use half of this. Okay. We're just going to scoop. Got this little handy-dandy jar. Just a little bit more. There we go. Then we're gonna go ahead and add in a little bit of chili sauce, which I love. I guess I should try and make sure that this is okay. I don't know. Whoa. Suddenly came out quicker. I'm going to add in just a few flecks of red pepper flakes. I'm not one for too spicy, so this is probably just going to be a few drops. But that's about it. I told you, I'm not too, okay, a little bit of lime juice. Where did my rice vinegar go? Huh, that's odd. Then I'm gonna chop up some garlic. I'm gonna just put this ginger in here. So I'm gonna use some of that lime juice in with the mayo and the sriracha. So as I drizzle over, oh yeah, you know what? I didn't use my timer for that salmon. What was I thinking? See, I could put a couple of chairs around this little island that I work off of, and you all can help remind me. Don't forget, about 12, 15 minutes. Oh yeah, it's not even in. Oh, phew. My salmon's not even in yet. See why I'm talking? My mind is going in different directions. What do I do next? What, you know, it's probably why I mess up when I talk to you guys. So I'm happy to say that my flowers survived. Chris and I, because we're still doing a little bit of filming right now, so I don't know when you'll see this recipe, but it was still while we were filming. We're filming tomorrow, and it's supposed to be cold when we go out for a motorcycle ride. You know, that's the thing about spring and the weather reports. They'll go, oh, it might be 60 or, you know, something like that. But it's not 60 until it's like 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So leading up to that, it's cold, and then we're going to be on a motorcycle ride. So I'm going to dress as if we were going on our Alaska trip last year. Should have graded this, to tell you the truth. Okay, I'm almost done. Here we go. So if you want to grate the garlic, that's fine too. It's going in the dressing. Okay. Okay, there we go. I think that's enough garlic. I know you guys are probably looking at this like, what? Get that in there. Okay, there we go. Let me, let me get like a little dish for that. I got a drawer on the side of the island there. I'll probably be using this tomorrow's dinner. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna go ahead and stick my salmon in there now that my oven is heated up. Oh yeah, that feels so much better. I tell you, when I first got a hold of it, you know, put it in the oven, I was like, no. So I'm gonna see how much is, you know what? This will take too long. What I'm gonna do is, put in some olive oil. Gosh, I hope this is big enough. Oops. Oh, I probably put a tad too much of the sesame oil. You really have to be careful with sesame oil. Like, I wasn't sure if I quite did that. Because it's a strong flavored. Well, I probably should have put this in a regular mason jar instead of this fancy looking thing. There's my lid. And I know I still have to put salt and pepper in here. I'm trying to look at my, oh, the grated ginger and garlic. Wait a minute. I did do I think I did do everything. Yeah. This is the extras. Okay, here we go. Come on. I hope the honey's gonna mix in there. Ah. Honey didn't mix in. Honey didn't mix in here like I wanted it to. Probably because it turned to sugar. My honey turned to sugar. And so I heated it up a little bit just to kind of melt it and like kind of turn it back to honey. But I guess I left it alone too long, but. We're just going to stir this around a little bit. I mean, I don't know. This looks like just as big. I'm going to do a little spoon here. Just to taste it. Oh, I think it's salty enough. And do a little bit of more soy, just a little bit more dribble there. I forgot my rice vinegar because I think I need a little more acidity here. Okay, I'm just gonna get something bigger. I don't understand why that. Sorry guys, I thought I had this all well planned. Maybe this was too involved for just olive oil, balsamic vinegar, and a little bit of salt and pepper, lemon juice, and Dijon mustard. Okay, I definitely have a few more minutes here. Okay, we got our sauce done. Just gonna Put this over to the side. Clean up a little bit. Let's get chopping up on our little bit of salad that's going to go in our bowl. Trying to thinly slice, or if you want, you can just do them in little sticks, radishes in little sticks. So here's my salad over here. I'll get the, I'll get that out of the way, the parsley. I don't know if I have any cilantro, but I'm just gonna chop up a few. Well, this is only one radish. So again, it depends on how much you want. Yeah, I kind of like these stick radishes. I cut it in half and now I'm making just little sticks. So you just thinly slice them. There we go. Yeah, I hope you can see here. I'm not even sure. All right. Oops. A couple of whole ones here. Okay, there we go. I'm doing Brussels sprouts because, oh dear, this one's not good. That's what happens when you buy them. I mean, yeah, this one is not good. Okay, we're gonna forget that one. Bummer. I guess life happens. We're just gonna thinly. I thought maybe I got a different kind of Brussels sprout. Definitely need these knives sharpened. Okay. Oh, I know what would be a better thing. So here I wanted some grains in here. Okay. There we go. We're gonna do another one. I'm gonna cut this in half. And then this is gonna be a lot more easier to cut instead of trying to rock and forth, back and forth, the Brussels sprout. Okay, I'm just gonna finish up this salad and I'm gonna put a little bit of carrot in it, a little bit of avocado. I'll probably set that off to the sides because this is gonna be like a bowl. So I kind of want, you know, the avocado to shine a little bit. I didn't have any cucumber. I would have picked up like an English cucumber, thinly sliced that and put that in here because I think that'll be really nice with this salmon, sesame seed crusted salmon. So I'll be back when I'm done. Okay, so this is what the little salad looks like. I've got some shaved Brussels sprouts in here. In fact, I might do one more. I have some carrots, some radish. I have some Napa cabbage in here and a little bit of fennel. So I thought that would go really nice. I am going to do, well, let me chop up this, and I cut up some avocado. It wasn't as ripe as I would like. It's got a little bite to it, but it's still good. I'm just gonna kind of give this a rough chop. Yep, that's about it. Kind of just float this over here a little bit. We'll just sprinkle a little bit on here. And I'm gonna garnish. I didn't have cilantro, So I'm just using parsley, but I think if I had cilantro, I probably would have used that. Cilantro adds that little flavor to it. I got my salmon out of the oven. I think it's looking great. Like I said, if I had, I bought the salmon at a big store, which I wasn't able to probably get it, you know, sliced up into the little fillets like I would have preferred, because that way it's, you know, more individualized, sliced up and cut up. But you know what? It's all going to taste good. And that, to me, is the most important thing. The baked salmon fillet will work. Yeah, I don't know what happened to that one Brussels sprout. That was kind of crazy. I think Chris will be excited because we're not going to eat like at 8 o'clock. This daylight saving time still gets to me because it's light out. And I'm thinking, oh, it's so early still. But it's not. It's later than I think. So I'm just going to go over here, do that. Okay, and then we're going to make our little mayo sauce to drizzle over. So I'm going to... I had my door open because that way the oven cools down faster so you don't hear that fan as much. I'm just going to put a little mayo in here. I don't need a lot because, well, I could make a lot. I don't know. Let's just say it's about 1/4 cup. Okay. Okay, there we go. I'm going to go ahead and just add in a little drizzle of sriracha. I don't want it, oh, it's probably too much. A little bit of lime juice. And my sesame oil is over here. Just a dribble. There we go. You know, I have this foil on here because I do not know what happened, but I was taking the lid off of it and I might have hit the glass just at the right angle and the whole cap thing broke off. Okay, I think that's it here. I don't think it's the consistency that I want, which I don't think it is. I may need a little more lime juice. Yep. Let's do a little bit of the spoon here. Yeah, it's not bad. What else do I need? I feel like I need something else. I think it's good because it's got a little spice to it. I'm trying to think. I don't think it needs any more lime juice over there. Gonna kind of clean up the mess here a little bit. I think that's enough here. Okay. I'm gonna get out some bowls and we are going to assemble. I feel like in the wrestling tournaments, not that I've ever been to one, like the worldwide wrestling, whatever. I think it goes rumble or boxing or whatever. I don't know. That's what it reminded me of when I said assemble. So we're going to assemble this. I'm just trying to get it the consistency that I want. So I'm just going to do a dribble. Whoa. That came out a little faster than I thought. A little bit of rice vinegar. Yeah, I think it looks good. It's got a it's a little bit tangy, but it's got that little hint of sesame oil in it. Definitely adding, well, a little bit too much, but adding the lime juice was really good. And just that hint of rice vinegar. So I think it's at the tang and the tartness that I want. And it's not sweet, which I didn't want either. Okay. I'm gonna put some of this stuff away and we're gonna assemble our salmon sesame seed crusted rice bowl. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna get my rice. And then I'm just gonna put a little bit of rice in here. I know, I kind of wish, with it just me being here, the only thing I wish I could have would be an overhead camera. Oops. Some of my rice got in there. Okay, I think that's about enough. I don't want to overload it with the rice. Okay. So we've got our rice. Then I'm just going to put a little bit of salad on the side. Give that little bit of crunch and freshness. Whoa. Get some of those radish pieces in there. Okay. Then I'm gonna drizzle, get this out of here. Oh. Drizzle that a little bit over the salad. Now this is going to be the tricky part. Instead of big, huge slices, where did my, here it is. This is what I'm going to do. I'm just going to lay some salmon pieces on there. Chris may want a little bit more, I don't know. There we go. Sorry, I'm trying to dress this up really good. Okay, and then we're going to add just a little more sauce. Okay, a little bit of green onions. Half the time on this whole thing was chopping up everything. And definitely a few little avocados. I don't know, do you guys hear Chris talking in the background? I thought for sure he would have shut the door. Oh yeah. We're gonna drizzle some of this mayo over the salmon, but you still want to see, you know, the sesame seeds. Okay, then we're just gonna do a little bit of parsley or cilantro. Okay, all this mess. There you guys go. This is salmon sesame seed crusted rice bowl. I think it'll be really good, but let's give it a try. Shall we? Shall we give it a try? And by giving it a try, guess what? Well, the salmon's going to be a little hard to eat because unless it flakes off, which I hope it does. There we go. That little bit of crunch. And definitely by using the egg whites. This is really good. I like this one. Well, I like all my dinners really. And that nice buttery avocado with kind of the green onion, a little hint of the green onion. But let me taste. Wow, I can't get the chopsticks. Geez, that's a big bite. The salmon is moist. This is really good. Okay. Everyone, you can find this recipe over at amyrolofflittlekitchen.com. Follow me on my YouTube channel. I would so love it. And yeah, you can find this recipe and all the others. So thank you for being in my little kitchen. I hope to see you again, but keep gathering around your table with family and friends. Thank you.